Dawson's rent check. My mind is where the wild things are. Maurice Sendak. In withdrawal, I want it all. Please give me that pen back. Y'all, I caught my first light from the other kids when I was caught reading. Oh, you think you smart? The pops tried in vain to get me to fight.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Happy Valentine's Day. The chocolates have been eaten by Shaq, and the gift exchange is over.
By Kenny.
And thanks for the flowers, by the way.
You're welcome.
That was really nice. Ernie Johnson
You're
alongside Shaq and Kenny the Jet Smith. What's this?
My rose.
Oh, man, that's really. I'm going to hand that right over here.
Oh, you're my Valentine, Ernie.
Be mine. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Utah Jazz. For Utah, they come into tonight's game after a loss to Detroit. They suffered an upset loss, perhaps a loss of focus, but you can be certain that won't be the case tonight. We'll get to see Ricky Rubio on the court tonight. The guy can be a magician with the basketball. One of the most exciting passers in the league. Guys both past and present. Who are some of the players who were the most fun to watch pass the basketball? Shaq?
Well, I played with one of them in Miami. Helped me get a championship. Jason White Chocolate Williams.
Oh, yeah.
I went to school where another one went to school. Pistol Pete Maravich was also very fabulous. But last one, Ernie, Steve Nash. Played with him in Phoenix also. Those three guys.
You reckon there were any times, Shaq, in practice that you got, you just didn't?
Oh, no.
Took it right in the nose? Oh, come on. I'm sure you did. Everybody's done that.
No, Ernie.
No. Not the answer I thought I'd get from him, Kenny.
Well, I hate to say this. You can't mention these two guys in the same name with Rubio, but Magic Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Magic Johnson is the guy. He's the guy who made the no-look pass.
Did you just mention Rubio and Magic on the same list?
I said I can't do that.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure. Okay.
But Rubio's really good.
No, he's good.
But he's no Magic Johnson.
He's no Magic Johnson.
But he's pretty good.
Really good.
I'll leave it there.
And I'm with you on Pistol. He was the best. It was great. That'll do it for us for here for now. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
We come to you tonight from the shores of Lake Erie as the streets of downtown Cleveland, Ohio are alive with activity. And thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love right here on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Home court advantage goes to the Cavaliers playing here in Quicken Loans Arena. And before we get underway here, let's check over with David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Jeff Hornacek.
Well, guys, he has an admiration for what he called the intelligent, efficient offense played by today's opponent. He told me that the thing about this team is that they are so good at identifying the weak spots in an opponent, and they come at you in multiple ways depending on where those weak spots are. He said, we've got to be ready for everything. Pretty tall order. Guys?
Thank you, David. And at this point of the season, Steve, most players have a defined role in what they're expected to do from the coaching staff. Just how important is that to have for players in the NBA to have a roadmap to follow and stay between the lines?
It's extremely important. Reason why is you want to know what a guy's going to bring you night in and night out. And obviously, throughout the game and throughout the season and in playoffs, you have some injuries. Guys' roles change. But when everybody's on the same page and doing their job, and that's a big, I'd say, quote in the NBA, do your job and good things happen.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Bledsoe is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Spencer Hawes, and it's McAdoo in at the 4 slot. Bucket is good. Utah's on defense. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
You know what? That's a problem anytime, but especially on the road where you need to be given an extra effort. He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
Bledsoe kicks to Hawes. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Mitchell. He feeds it to Hawes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. And it's Mitchell missing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Cleveland on defense. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads.
From deep, James. Rebound, Utah. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Hawes. Here's Mitchell, guarded by Shumpert. Mitchell kicks to Bledsoe. Another miss by Utah.
Stumbling out of the gate a little bit, just 1 for 4 so far.
James dishes to Love. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Baldwin kicks to James. There's the screen. To the paint. Love right side. Kid Gilchrist against James. Left side, Kid Gilchrist. Bledsoe sets the screen for Kid Gilchrist. LeBron with some nice D.
You know, the offense has just looked out of sync. Only 1 of 5 from the field.
Stolen by Bledsoe. Takes a 3. And Hawes kicks to Bledsoe. Here's Baldwin. He picked up 39 points in their last one against Golden State.
And his defense was absolutely outstanding, especially his 2 blocks, which helped turn the game.
From deep, James. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
What you put out is what you get back. LeBron sets up so many teammates on the catch and shoot. That time, the favor is returned.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. Here's Bledsoe. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. The Cavaliers leading by 4. LeBron passes to Baldwin. It's LeBron with the drive, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
The power of LeBron. Even if you tried to give the hard foul, he'll go right through you. And LeBron James in 2014 took on the burden of leading a young Cavs team back to greatness. He changed the whole culture, showing them what it took to win it all.
Free throw good, James. And Smitty, it had to take a lot of patience for LeBron going from Miami to Cleveland, getting his teammates and the organization overall to that next level.
The definition of a leader, LeBron James. He'll do it with praise or criticism, not shy about challenging others and lighting a fire under them.
Now here's LeBron. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket.
Can't do anything about it. LeBron gets a step. Next thing you know, he's hanging off the rim.
Jazz trail by 9. Bledsoe outside. Bledsoe, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
And Rubio kicks to Baldwin. Shumpert with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Love inside. He's against Hawes. Beyond the arc. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Utah the other way. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
Inter-conference showdown. You'd love to see clubs that don't play each other often go head-to-head.
I like it. East versus West. This is a very intriguing matchup.
No good from Bledsoe.
I mean, he's struggling, hitting a low percentage of his shots this quarter.
Love with the screen on Kid Gilchrist. The drive. Oh!
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
That unleashed chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. Here's Bledsoe following the score by Cleveland. A three-pointer, no good. Cleveland with the ball. This one now up to 13-2. It's a pick by Love. Shumpert dishes to Rubio. Here's Baldwin. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And stolen by Love. Shumpert passes to James. Love with the screen on Kid Gilchrist. And Rubio kicks to Baldwin. And stolen by McAdoo. Outside for Bledsoe. Good on the triple. Bledsoe's got 5 now.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Here's Baldwin. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Rubio sets the pick for Shumpert. Just 5 on the clock. That shot wide open.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Utah with the ball. Trailing here by 8. Bledsoe dishes to McAdoo. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to McAdoo. Passes to Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Utah. LeBron against Kid Gilchrist. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Kid Gilchrist has got his first bucket in this one. In the corner, it's James. To the paint, up off the screen, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Trying to stop LeBron in the pick and roll. With his versatility, it's a no-win situation.
Jazz trail by 8. Bledsoe kicks to McAdoo. Mitchell passes to McAdoo. Bledsoe dishes to Kid Gilchrist. There's a screen. Snatched away. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And LeBron throws it down.
Leaving the defense shell-shocked at this point. LeBron having one of his nights.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Steve, you were such a great shooter over the course of your terrific career. Is that something that just came naturally to you? Was it learning the right technique early on, or was it just repetition?
You know, Kevin, started off in high school. I was a big George Gervin fan, so I had my elbows out trying to shoot like him. Got to Michigan State, and Judd Heathcote had his little ruler making my elbow get in. And he had this thing called ready shoot. I did that over and over and over. So I would say, naturally, I was pretty good, but it was repetition, and a guy like Judd Heathcote making me a good shooter into a better shooter. And then plus, I played with Tim Duncan and David Robinson one year. You're talking about wide open looks. I led the league in three-point shooting because of those guys.
And the Cavaliers with possession. They're on a 19-7 run. Howard kicks to Curry. Parker outside. Here's Baldwin. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Now, here's Brogdon. 14 points from him the last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Here's Roberson. He's guarded by Howard. Roberson gets the bucket.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Howard kicks to Baldwin. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the juggler?
Now, here's Brogdon. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Roberson, offline with his 3. The Cavaliers leading by 12. It's LeBron with the drive. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. So many things you could single out about the game of LeBron James, but Steve, his finishing is absolutely amazing.
I totally agree. A guy that can go both ways with both hands, not just a dunker. He has great touch around the rim, the ability to play through contact. He has collected more and ones over his career than any of his contemporaries.
First free throw is good.
You heard a lot of legends saying Dwight Howard should dominate in the post. I think he still can on the defensive end, not so much on the offensive end.
You know, Steve, even at his peak, Dwight Howard probably dominated more with force than with finesse, perhaps.
You're so correct. He dominated with defense, rebounding, and finishing with power. That was enough to make him a superstar. He's never been the most skilled offensively. He hasn't needed to be.
Now here's Curry. Kelly Oubre unable to get his last shot to go. James kicks to Howard. Back to James. The pass to Baldwin. Jacks up a three. Good, and the assist goes to James. Baldwin's got 9 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Roberson. They set the pick. And a look here at the passing numbers over the last several months for Brogdon.
He hasn't been nearly as effective a passer these past few months, and that's unfortunate because when he's passing it well and the assists are coming, he is a much more complete player. It's something he has to be thinking about.
The chosen one, he's checked in for Cleveland. He doesn't get the second one. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Here's Baldwin. 9 points in the game so far. There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. It's Parker outside, and Roberson pulls it down.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And Hawes kicks to Roberson. Beasley with a clean look, connects from three-point range. Beasley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the wing on the left, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Brogdon. He's averaging 11 points a game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And, guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Noel's checked in for the Cavaliers. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Jazz have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And the first one at the line is good. And Utah making a change here. Payne's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Utah Jazz head coach Quinn Snyder was an outstanding basketball player in his own right.
Well, yeah, he was an All-American point guard in high school. His high school team, Mercer Island, was ranked #1 in the country. He got at Duke to 3 Final Fours. He didn't play pro basketball, but he got his law degree, his business degree, and he went into coaching.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Cavaliers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Popovich has done a great job of developing Tony Parker's entire game, and you're seeing it right now at the free throw line.
And Parker drops them both. 56 seconds left in the first. Payne passes to Hawes. Kicks it to Payne. The Jazz working the ball around now. Lets the 3 fly. The Cavaliers pull it in.
If you're trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
From deep 3-point range, Cleveland the rebound. Second chance shot. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Brogdon against Curry. Now here's Payne. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Beasley outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 13. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
Don't miss the high-flying action this All-Star Saturday night as the NBA's top slam dunk specialists do battle in the slam dunk contest.
And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. And looking at what we've seen, Cavaliers pretty much in control here, it would appear.
I tell you, on fire all period long, and this is how you want to start the game.
They built up a monster lead on the heels of great shooting. Love the attack mindset here.
Here's Curry. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Cleveland, they've got Nerlens Noel, also Howard out there. Seth Curry is out there with the chosen one, and it's Daniels in at the 2.
And a really nice job by Howard to come up with a high percentage interior shot. His shot selection has been superb.
Now, here's Brogdon. Feeds to paint. It's Beasley on the wing. With the teardrop. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. It'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. And they're running. The finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
And a late reaction by the defense makes that one a no contest.
You know, he got out before people could turn their heads, and he's already gone with no hesitation.
Daniels. From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
You know, Smitty, most players love to create with the ball in their hands, but you can create off the ball too. Who do you think's the best at moving off the ball right now?
I think the best is Klay Thompson right now. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles to get you 60, Kevin. Other guys, J.J. Redick, Kyle Korver, Dwayne Wade. Even Father Time hasn't caught up with Dwayne Wade. He's doing a nice job playing without the basketball.
Terrific names you rattle off right there. Pass to the chosen one. Outside Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Jazz trail by 12. Payne dishes to Oubre. Brogdon kicks to Oubre. Now the feed to Payne. Now here's Beasley, guarded closely. Clock at 6. For 3, Brogdon. Rebounded by Howard. Cleveland leading by 12. Daniels kicks to Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Oh, man, what a shot. He hit that from another time zone.
Payne kicks to Hawes. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guy, still shaking. On its way from Curry for 2. Cleveland keeping it alive. Fresh 24. Howard with it. He's against Hawes. Outside Curry. He dishes it to Daniels. Off target from three-point range. Jazz trail by 13. Beasley the pass to Hawes. Payne kicks to Brogdon. Over Howard. And Utah again with the bucket.
Superb pick there that allowed his teammates to get open and get a clean look at the basket.
To the left side wing. Back to Noel. The dish to Curry. Noel in the corner. Curry passes to Noel. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. Again, Curry missing. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And it's Payne in the corner. Back to Beasley. Jazz passing it around. That cuts the lead to single digits. He's got 7. And so here's Cleveland. They're leading by 8. And here is Curry. He's got 5 in the corner. Daniels. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Beasley. How his last 10 games have gone. 7th in free throw percentage. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. Here's Hawes. Kicks it out to Beasley. No good on the 3.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Passes it to the chosen. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Jazz trail by 11. Utah calls timeout.
When you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Love check in for Howard. James comes in for the chosen one. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Seth Curry. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. James Michael McAdoo's checked in for Hawes. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Malik Beasley. Mitchell, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Payne. The putback. And that one is off. And Cleveland the other way now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Rubio dishes to James. He's looking for Love and finds him. He kicks it to Daniels. Noel passes to James. A three-pointer off the mark.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
Now here's Oubre. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
I love the technique he uses, leveraging his position down low. Then defensively, you want to take away LeBron's driving lanes, but his speed and power still went out.
Jazz trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
By LeBron.
Doesn't let the contact affect the shot. Great focus by LeBron.
Bledsoe with 5 points in the game.
And it's easy to see why LeBron James wanted Kevin Love in Cleveland. Both of them multi-skilled, multi-talented, and both have extremely high basketball IQs for the game.
The Cavaliers leading by 13. James with it, picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Love with the screen for James. Off the screen, and the dunk by Love.
Timely roll, the great hands of Love, making it look easy.
Utah has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And it seems like Kevin Love's game really fits alongside LeBron's.
It does. A great outlet passer, setting up LeBron on a lot of breakaways. And on the offensive end, he can space the floor and create second chance opportunities.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre.
Andre Robertson.
Now James, 21 points in the game. Rubio misses. And now Utah, fast break. And Robertson kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Dishes it to McAdoo. Back to Robertson. Pass to Mitchell. He feeds it to Kid Gilchrist. 4 on the clock. Tries from 16. And that's collected by Love. Love's got his 6th rebound on the night. Kicks it out to Rubio. Daniels dishes to Rubio. Back to Daniels. James outside. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Jazz trail by 13. Mitchell kicks to Bledsoe. Now the pass to Mitchell. There's a screen. Feeds it to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Mitchell. He's guarded by Love. Off the pick. Here's McAdoo. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket.
Oh, easy put back. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. And Smitty, I can see on a court where you have a favorite spot to shoot, but were you the kind of guy too, because you were such an outstanding shooter, that you had to receive the ball at a certain place, like on your hip or around your shoulder, in front or on the side? Was that important to your shot?
Hey, Kevin, great question. A lot of guys like it in different situations. They call it a shot pocket, but I kind of liked it on my left side to kind of grab it with my left hand so I can catch it. Then I can rip through an all-in-one motion or pump fake. So putting it on that left hand was where I really liked it, Kevin.
It was in your rhythm, right? That's exactly where you could catch, and that was the rhythm that you would establish for yourself.
Yeah, for sure. And every time it was there, you just felt like it was going in. Obviously, if it wasn't perfect, you still had to make the shot. But that's where I liked it, right on that left hand to go right into my shot.
And he sinks the second.
Having won the most MVPs of any active player, LeBron still going strong.
Bledsoe kicks to McAdoo. Here's the screen, and Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. Bledsoe outside. And McAdoo kicks to Roberson. 5 to shoot. Bledsoe for 3.
Using all of that 6'4" frame, Ricky Rubio was all over that one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
LeBron passes to Baldwin. Back to James. Shumpert in the corner. Off target from outside. Jazz trail by 12. And Roberson kicks to Bledsoe. Bledsoe can't get that one to drop.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort. All the officials are all over that one.
The Cavaliers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. Utah shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Here's Roberson. It's rebounded by Baldwin.
A high percentage look from the mid-range. Might have been surprised that he was so wide open.
To the wing on the left. Love the pass to Baldwin. And Rubio kicks to LeBron. Love with the screen for James. Off the screen, and there's the nice layup by Love. Love's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's got a great sense of space and where to be. It helps Love rebound and also score around the rim.
Bledsoe kicks to McAdoo. Count it. McAdoo's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Pass to Love, and stolen by McAdoo. Bledsoe outside. Here's Mitchell. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Baldwin. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. It's a pick by Love. Rubio in the corner. The 3. Offensive rebound. Love kicks to Shumpert. James dishes to Rubio. Another shot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And once LeBron gets the ball in the painted area, the force he plays with, it's hard not to foul him.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
The free throw drops for James. Walker's checked in for Ricky Rubio. Utah also making some changes. Hawes comes in for Michael Kidd Gilchrist. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Mitchell. There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. Bledsoe against Parker. Hawes, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Baldwin can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 11. 17 seconds left in the first half of the game. And there's a whistle that goes on him on Shumpert. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Curry brings the double. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good, Brogdon. Here's Curry with the 3. No good on that last second attempt there. And so it's Cleveland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach, what adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
You just got to keep playing, keep taking the shots, and that's not the issue as much as us not executing on offense. And when we don't score, sometimes our defense lags as well.
Everybody wants to see the ball go in the basket first, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. What do you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, they got a nice advantage in the free throw department. I wish I was a shooter. They've been the one taking the direct approach. They're driving the lane, being physical, and forcing the opposing D into tight spots. And that's got them a lot of points at the line and the lead.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Jazz.
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge. And it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man drop, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. Well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound. They need to show some fight.
And now, folks, just moments away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My wife and I toured that recently. It is worth the price of admission. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
Here's Rubio. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. So on the floor for Utah, Spencer Hawes out there with McAdoo. Then there's Bledsoe. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Mitchell in at the 2. Outside Kidd-Gilchrist. There's the pick. Back to Hawes. From the stripe. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Kidd-Gilchrist has got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Jazz. And Rubio kicks to Baldwin. Back to Rubio. Kicks it out to James. No good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And when I watch Eric Bledsoe, I really feel like he's at his best when he's kind of prodding a defense. So hard to keep away from the rim. When he attacks, it just opens everything else up in his offensive game.
Takes a 3. Rebound by Mitchell.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Hawes the pass to Mitchell. Back to Hawes. 5 on the clock. Kidd-Gilchrist with it. He's picked up by James. Kidd-Gilchrist, no luck. And Greg, as you said, the aggressiveness Bledsoe has going to the rim is a key for him to getting those open shots then on the perimeter.
And the team is at their best when he is in attack mode. Opens up lanes for cuts as you just can't keep him out of the paint. He knows when to drop off a pass after he beats his opponent as well for an easy score.
The feed to Mitchell. He dishes it to Hawes. And McAdoo kicks to Mitchell. In the corner, it's Kidd-Gilchrist. A floater. It's tipped.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Love. The shot misses. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. Jazz trail by 8. There's the dish to McAdoo. And Hawes kicks to Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Utah. Back to Hawes. Pass to Kidd-Gilchrist. The Jazz with another miss.
Terrible beginning to the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Rubio in the corner. They set the pick. Shot off the pick. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Baldwin's got 13 points.
Once he's dialed in, helping to dictate the flow of this game.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Utah calls timeout.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately is really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
Howard's checked in for Kevin Love. Here's Mitchell. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
Still trying to shoot his way out of this funk. But if it doesn't come within the flow of the offense, the whole team suffers.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Cavaliers.
And they concentrated a lot on creating open looks from beyond the arc. Player movement, finding space on the perimeter, that was their #1 priority.
And he can't get the first one.
You know, Dwight Howard wants an MVP caliber performer, but age and injuries now affecting him. Still tremendous, I believe, at rebounding and defending the rim.
Beasley's checked in for Utah. Mitchell dishes to Hawes. Bledsoe against Rubio. Here's Mitchell. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 5th assist in this one.
Further proof that you can't leave anyone in this league that wide open.
LeBron outside, and Shumpert kicks to Rubio. Baldwin the pass to Howard. Moves back up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the first one at the line is good. And Smitty, with your perspective from your years in the league, as you watch the game now, what are some of the things you most enjoy watching or paying attention to when you watch an NBA game?
I think different. You know, back in my day, it was more of the 1, 2, the third option. Guys on the team, they got the basketball the majority of the time. I love the way now guys move the basketball around. It gets to the 5th option, and those guys are a threat. And also, those guys knock down more big shots now. Not just the superstars. So just watching the game evolve to more of a team game, it's a joy to watch, Kevin.
Is there better coaching now, you think, overall, Steve, than when you played? I mean, that's not an indictment of the coaches that you had, but is there more of it now? Is there better coaching or bigger staffs for sure?
I think it was better coaching back in my day, but I think the philosophies have changed right now. I think they have better philosophies on how to approach the game, but I think overall it was better coaching in my day.
That's a very good answer. And it's Mitchell missing.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
They get a hand on it. Here's McAdoo. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. McAdoo's got 8 points. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Here's Baldwin. He's got 15. He kicks it to Rubio. The tray. Fires for 3. A second chance effort, and Howard finishes it off. He's got 7.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Mitchell kicks to McAdoo. Dishes it to Mitchell. They set the pick. Goes up from the top of the key. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
LeBron James on the wing. Covered by Beasley. And James throws it down hard.
Powerful high flyer. LeBron attacks the rim like no one else.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Utah calls timeout. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. The chosen one, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Seth Curry in for Shumpert. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Utah. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Mitchell. Here's Baldwin. He's got 15. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
His teammates recognize that he has the hot hand going. That's why they get him the ball every chance they get.
And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Misses the 3. And it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
Roberson, he's checked in for the Jazz. The Jazz working the ball around now. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Here's Roberson. There's a good screen. Pass to Brogdon. Shot clock at 5. Off the pick. That one goes in. Brogdon's got 9.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
There's the pass to Baldwin. Screen by Howard. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Jazz trail by 11. Now, here's Brogdon. He's got 9. And here is Hawes. Pass to Brogdon. And Robertson has it in the corner. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Rubio outside. Passes it to Baldwin. Screen by Howard. Rubio with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Howard. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Utah has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Robertson can't hit.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Here's Baldwin. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Clearly a foul.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the Jazz making a change here. Payne's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Jazz trail by 10. He feeds it to Robertson. Kicks it to Hawes. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Offensive rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Here's Baldwin. 21 points in the game.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Payne kicks to Robertson. McAdoo, the pass to Brogdon. And Robertson has it in the corner. Baseline try, and the shot is good. Roberson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defense has to be better. When he gets those looks, he usually knocks them down with ease, like he did there.
Here's Baldwin. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. The chosen one passes to Baldwin. Sinks the three-pointer. Baldwin's got 24 points.
We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
And Robertson kicks to Brogdon. There's the pick. Takes the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Baldwin's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's blocked. 1:22 left in the third. Payne can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Malcolm Brogdon, a second-round pick out of the University of Virginia. What a find, Greg, he has been, and you love that he can fill in at either guard spot.
And you get the feeling Brogdon was overlooked for being a 4-year player in college. Has the passing and vision of a point guard, scores well enough from inside and out to play off the ball as well.
Feeds it to Payne. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Robertson can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The pass to the chosen one. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Brogdon.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Love check in for Howard. Nerlens Noel comes in for the chosen one, and Parker subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And Utah with a change here, too. Kid Gilchrist is checked in for James Michael McAdoo.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
He takes pride in how he crashes the glass. No one is getting in his way when he's in that area.
Curry passes to Baldwin. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Baldwin's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Cavs. And so it's Cleveland with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Jazz trail by 16. Parker out there with Curry. Then there's Kevin Love. And there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Baldwin in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Love grabs the board. Love's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Kid Gilchrist comes with a double team. Baldwin kicks to Noel. Kicks it out to Love. Back to Noel. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Noel's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Cavs. Payne kicks to Hawes. Jazz passing it around. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Cleveland making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Brogdon. 6 to shoot. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Pass to Baldwin. From deep. Rebound, Utah.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Well, the truth is, he probably makes this shot a little more often than he should, so it's hard to resist.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Payne kicks to Roberson. And there's the feed to Hawes. And the initial rules for the NBA include that 6 personal fouls is the magic number before you're done for the game. It's been this way since, who can remember? But do you think 6 is the right number, Steve, for fouls? Or would you like to see them raise or lower it?
I definitely wouldn't want to see them raise it. I think 7 would be too much. Maybe if they lower it, that's a possibility. But right now I think it's 6. Maybe 5, or maybe you can experiment during some preseason games or in summer league. But I think 6 should be the maximum.
The first one falls. LeBron's checked in for Cleveland. The Jazz also changing it up. James Michael McAdoo's checked in for Andre Robertson. Mitchell comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Payne. The dish to Noel. Curry on the wing. Offline with his 3.
This is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
Mitchell's shot is good.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
Noel in the corner. Kid Gilchrist against James. Noel dishes to James. Outside Curry. Stolen by Bledsoe. Here's Mitchell. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Mitchell's got 9 points here in the second half.
Man, he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
And Love has it in the corner. knocks down the 3 ball. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds. Jazz trail by 17. Bledsoe kicks to Hawes. Mitchell passes to Kid Gilchrist. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And that evened things out. He had a 3 early in the first half, now gets 1 in the second.
To the middle, here's Love. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Bledsoe. Great tee that time from Curry. The Cavaliers leading by 16. James outside. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Bledsoe dishes to McAdoo. Back to Bledsoe. He kicks it to Hawes. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. James outside. That 3 off the mark.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blanked from deep since.
Bledsoe kicks to Hawes. He dishes it to Mitchell. Back to Hawes. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Noel's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And they double him up with LeBron. And Shumpert kicks to LeBron. And Love has it in the corner. Cleveland gets it back. James, the pass to Noel. Here's Shumpert. Over Mitchell. James, no good. Jazz trail by 18. Now Kid Gilchrist. There's the pick. Bledsoe for 3. The offensive rebound. Hawes dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Bledsoe. He can't hit that time. Curry with some nice D. And they double up James. And stolen by McAdoo. One-on-one fast break. Here's Mitchell. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
LeBron James on the wing. And the dunk by James.
Driving with that kind of speed and power, LeBron bulldozes his way through contact.
Jazz trail by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Floats one up. That one doesn't go. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots. You can tell he is on a mission down the stretch. Attack offensively and build on this lead.
Steve, we're hearing more and more about video game competitions, the rise of esports. It's big business. Have you been following any of that?
Yes, I have. Rick, Fox, Shaq, those guys with E-League here at Turner Sports. I get a chance to watch it, bring my kids here, and watch of it. I'm amazed. It's growing and growing and growing, and I love the competition of Rick Fox, Echo Fox versus Shaq's team.
Now here's Shumpert. Rubio outside. Three-pointer. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Rubio. 36 points for LeBron.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
There's the pick. Here's Mitchell. Guarded by Shumpert. And it's Mitchell missing.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Bledsoe kicks to Hawes. Nice ball movement by Utah. Looking to end the run. And Shumpert pulls it down.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Bledsoe. And McAdoo kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Stolen by Rubio. Love outside. Here's Shumpert. A three-pointer off the mark. Utah shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Bledsoe. And across the NBA, we've seen players taking a vocal stance on various social issues. Smitty, you think that's pretty important?
Very important, and I think this generation has done it better than my generation. Obviously speaking out, but yes, they're using their social media tools to come out and talk about important issues. And the one thing you just want to bring light to these issues, and hopefully a lot of people, the more light you bring, the more solutions I think will come about.
Well said. This is to Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Hawes. There's a screen. Bledsoe with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Shot clock at 5. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Kid Gilchrist lays it in.
Tough screen set there, and the defense was not prepared for it.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
For the Cavaliers, the chosen one, he's checked in for Love. Troy Daniels comes in for James. And Parker's subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And it's slammed in by Howard.
The veteran eyes see all. Frenchie with the tremendous look to make that play happen.
Utah shooting a meager 37% for the game. Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Teams changing it up here. Here's Mitchell. They set the screen for 3. Bledsoe drains it from beyond the arc. Bledsoe's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Jazz. Here's Baldwin. It's a pick by Love. Baldwin the pass to Love. Shumpert dishes to Rubio. And there's the pass to Baldwin. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell. And the 3 off target. The Cavaliers leading by 21. It's a pick by Love. Down low. Kicks it out to Rubio. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. The Jazz shooting around 37% in the fourth quarter. The minutes starting to wear on them. Kicks it to Hawes. Bledsoe has screen on Love. Poked away. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And when you're in catch-up mode, you can ill afford these kinds of errors.
I feel like they're getting ahead of themselves. Just need to rein it in. Focus on each individual possession.
The Jazz making a switch here. Johnson, he's checked in for Hawes. Oubre comes in for James Michael McAdoo. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Payne in for Eric Bledsoe.
And how about Kevin Love showing he can get above the rim when he wants to?
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Cleveland.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
You know, as the game tonight evolved, he really put the team on his back. He was aggressive, effective, and the defense, they weren't able to adjust.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Some guys, they just know how to get away with it, and some don't.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. They get it back. Love tries again. Kicks it out to Rubio. And so the Jazz with another turnover. Payne passes to Oubre.
Oh,
okay.
Assisted.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time